Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Theresa here with
Brad.
and the critters. It is May 5th. I almost said April. May 5th, 2020. It is 7:56 p.m. and we haven't gotten anything done. We have no excuse. I plan on getting some stuff done here in a little bit.
Me too.
You know, because if your schedule's all messed up like ours, you might find yourself cleaning the house and making dinner at very odd hours. But, it's okay. We don't have kids or anything, so, not to say if you had kids it would be the end of the world. As long as you had a consistent schedule, it really doesn't matter, right now, I guess. But anyway, I wanted to tell you guys, yes, we were both sick yesterday. We did not make our doctor appointments. I woke up so sick to my stomach and stuff that I had been sick the night before. And Brad had a very sore throat, a big tickle in his throat. He just wasn't feeling good body ache-wise. I wasn't either. We did call, and we called to talk to at, like 7:15, because our doctor's office opens up at 7 o'clock. It's a clinic. And we did call. Brad called, talked to reception, and said, hey, Teresa's sick and I'm sick. I don't think you guys want us coming in, because they'd already said the only way you'd come in the office is if you wore a mask, and which wasn't a problem. And she said, hang on, let me put you through to Dr. Bartley. I don't know, maybe Dr. Bartley was still at home, maybe, or where Dr. Bartley was.
I don't know. I would assume
wait.
she's probably at home.
Yeah, because she's in the office on Mondays, of course,
Yeah.
because she was going to see us. But anyway, Dr. Bartley came on the phone right away, and she talked with Brad and stuff, and she thought that we perhaps had strep throat. And I didn't realize that it could go into almost masking flu-like symptoms. And so she got us both prescriptions called in right away, and then said that we're to call back on Thursday, let her know how we're feeling, and then we'll reschedule the appointment. So that's good anyway, and that way it kind of led us into a clue on why our doctor appointments have been like focused on just one thing, like the diabetes. We didn't realize they were actually scheduling like for a diabetic checkup. So that makes a lot of sense to why there isn't more being put on checking Brad for his back and all of that. So when we reschedule, we're going to make sure that that's part of it. Mine is just for the diabetic. And that makes sense why they're always checking my kidney, because that's so much part of the diabetes. But we'll make sure that they allot time enough for Brad to talk to her about, the continuing issues with his back and his hip and everything, and a lot of balance problems. And, Brad never knows when it'll hit or something, and it can even be when he's walking, and all of a sudden, if somebody didn't know, they might think maybe he'd had 3 or 4 drinks, and no, it's just all of a sudden a balance problem, equilibrium, and such. So we're going to have that checked out. So it's all for the best. We are feeling better today. Still kind of body achy and stuff. My stomach feels much better than it did. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling better.
Uh-huh.
A lot of it though is exhaustion.
Yeah, and I know people think exhaustion. You guys are home. When you've been sleep deprived for a really long time, and then if you are fighting something like strep throat, then, there's the exhaustion that comes with us. We could sleep and sleep and sleep right now. But we have no housekeeper and stuff, and we've got to clean this house because it's driving us both crazy.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do at least part. We'll probably end up doing all of it. What am I saying? We divide it all in half, so we probably will end up doing it all. So, anyway, I just wanted to talk with you guys a little bit. I was missing you guys. Brad was missing you guys. Telling you guys that Hatch for 50 States is very much still going to be continued. You know, I don't, okay, so I say that I feel like kind of like I have to get a number of hats done. Well, I do. And that has been kind of a driving force, a stability point of feeling like I still am contributing something to society. And that's very important to me. If it felt like too much of a pressure, I wouldn't have continued it, but it doesn't. What it feels like is, you know, it's something that's really important to me. I do love making hats, or else I wouldn't sit and make hats all the time. I have some new uh, patterns that I've looked up that I want to try out and stuff, which I'm quite excited about. You know, and making some ear wraps and that kind of stuff. So, you know, that's the exciting thing up for me of the loom knitting. But a lot of times I talk to you guys about it's almost like my whoopee, and it's a comforting thing for me at night. Brad knows that every night, there's a few nights I haven't, but almost every single night I'm going to do, even if it's only 30 minutes of looming, because it's a very comforting thing. And I don't always try out new patterns because usually I am watching something on the laptop, and usually it's either some YouTube videos or it is some Netflix. So, do you guys have any suggestions on any kind of Netflix programs or TV shows you think I would like? Please let me know. I love Orange is the New Black. I loved Wentworth. Um, I absolutely loved Nurse Jackie, Grey's Anatomy, Army Wives, Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, surprisingly enough. Death to Me I liked. So that kind of gives you, I liked Bates Motel. Um, Not a fan of Dexter. I don't know why. Just not my thing, I guess. I'm not into zombies at all. So, Walking Dead is not something I would be into. But if you have some suggestions for me, I'd love to know. But anyway, back to Hash for 50 States is very much still alive. We're hoping that we can, and most likely be able to get it going again here in June. And so, yes, I am still taking donations on hats. Scrap yarn, I love. I love to tie it together and make design. Almost everything you're going to see right here, well, everything you see right here is scrap yarn, or parts of scrap yarn. And also, you know, any monetary donations towards shipping, or if you want to ship just grains of yarn. Any kind of knitwear that you make. It doesn't have to be hats. It can be socks, gloves, scarves, towels, shawl, lap blankets, you know, anything like that. Ear warmers, all wonderful. So, anyway, I want to show you a little bit that I've gotten done this week. And I actually slowed down a little bit because I wasn't feeling good. A couple nights I didn't loom, but let's see. Get you going there. There's that hat, it's a newborn hat. So there's that one. And this is all scrap yarn or parts of. Like the blue on here is not scrap yarn or the gray, but the rest all is. Let's see, it's got a little cat, and that is a toddler.
You know what amazes me is I've watched you using the scrap yarn, and you know when I see these little short pieces and how you incorporate it to a hat, I am just absolutely amazed.
Here is a small adult, and that's all scrap yarn right there. Oh, there's that one. This is with a flat brim. This is a small adult. And this is that real soft, the blue is. There's that. Put that over here.
Okay.
Here's another newborn hat. Got a little crab on it. And a little curly Q. Like that. And then this one is a large adult. And that's all scrapyard. So those are what I got done this week. I have one that's almost done, but I was getting tired last night, and Brad and I always like to visit some at night, so I did not finish uh, that hat last night. I will tonight. What else? We want to do more with our YouTube channel once we get things kind of stabilized. It depends on how long it'll take before we're able to move. You know, and our daughters are just as excited to get us moved as we are. You know, uh, we were told that basically any small repairs here you have to do yourself, and any larger repairs you have to go through family members of who owns this place, who live in further downstate Florida. So, and that could take some wrangling to do. So that there's kind of gives you an indication of where we're sitting with, why we have, broken tile that's kind of sliding over the floor, and we actually have like plants, like vines and stuff growing. There's a large gap in the back door, and we tried to fix it. It would take a lot more than we're able to do, because if you put enough weather stripping, then you can't shut and lock the door. That's a problem. So no, you have vegetation growing through the gaps in the door. You have vegetation growing up through the sink in the bathroom, and then we pulled it several times, and then it comes back. So that's kind of a little unnerving, you know. None of the windows actually, really shut securely, and when you get them locked, you're not opening them again. So you pick and choose, I'm not complaining too much because I know we're grateful to have a place to live after we lived in an RV and stuff, which was not our jam at all, and with the housing shortage and stuff. But we have dreams and hopes too. Dreams and hopes are to have a place where, once again, our dogs could run in a fenced backyard. That would be an awesome sight to have. I'd love to have some raised gardening beds so I could easily garden. I'd like to have a lot of fruit trees of different varieties. An above ground pool even would be wonderful. One of those ones that you just kind of put together and stuff. That would be very therapeutic for both of our arthritis and stuff. Like everybody else, you have hopes and dreams of having. We'd even love a refurbished trailer house. It's with a garden tub though, and washer dryer hookup that's inside. A dishwasher would be nice, but that's not a must-have. But a spray nozzle in the kitchen is. But we want to do a lot more with, and I know I've talked about this before, we're kind of shy people, but we're going to work on overcoming that and just taking the phone and recording more stuff, which, and two, think of it this way, we don't have to put up everything we record, and it also makes nice memories to have, so, because I can't wait till I see my daughters and my grandkids again and give them big hugs. It's been 4 years and it's been long,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It has been a long time.
Yeah. So, that's what we're hoping to do with this channel and stuff. Don't be alarmed just because I let you guys in on the fact that I'm having some memory problems and stuff. Mainly doing that too as a check for ourselves, that say we go back in 6 months, we watch that, and we kind of can judge on if it's getting worse or not, and always have that as a marker when we first really noticed it. And, and if it helps anybody else along the way, because we all will counter this most likely. in ourselves or with a loved one. So, I'm doing okay. I'm still sharp on stuff. It does make a big difference how much sleep I get. We've noticed that, right? Can you finish that, maybe?
Mhm.
He's texting with a family member, but I just kind of wanted you to be in on this,
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, with us, like you said, as a marker to see where we're at, because
We'll see where I'm at.
yeah,
and you too with the back and stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that okay, I'm going to use a big word, cognitive abilities.
Ooh.
I know. I really, really feel like a lot of ours are affected by lack of quality sleep. I really, really feel that.
Sleep deprivation.
Yeah. And, and I'm hoping as time goes on that you and I will get better quality sleep and more quality sleep. I'm hoping that we can get closer to a relatively normal schedule.
Well, I'm working on what would be normal for me.
Yeah.
Because I've never had a normal, even all the years that I got up with the kids early and stuff, I still would be, not up like I am now, but maybe till midnight,
Mm-hmm.
typically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but a lot of times I would take a nap before I went and got them from school.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, and that's what I was going to say. I mean, you didn't have a choice. You had to get up and get them, make sure they got ready for
I could have
school.
laid on my butt like my mother did and just let my kids fend for themselves.
But sweetie, that's not you.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I know.
These guys don't know the whole story, or don't know all of it. But yeah, my mother was normally not ever up when I went to school. So, I was taught from an early age when what cartoon ended, I needed to leave for school. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what we're hoping to have, go on for the future. And make the best of it. I know everybody's getting tired of being in quarantine. We're getting a little sick of it too. I wish that things were a little bit normal, but, so far, we're just all going to have to hang out. I know some states are opening stuff back up. They are here too. We're in phase 1, and,
Well, it's one of the things that you and I have both been wanting to do is go fishing, but the beaches in our immediate area.
No, until we get the vehicle fixed too.
Well, but I know, but what I was saying, the beaches in our immediate area, they've opened a couple of them, but you can't take chairs or coolers. You're not supposed to sit.
Yeah, but
I know.
Yeah, there's different people that are.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if they see you have a disability placard and stuff, you need to go lay down now because you keep yawning.
I know. I don't know why.
I know, but it's kind of hard to talk when you keep yawning.
I'm sorry.
Just I just won't look at you.
Okay.
But anyway, that's what we got going on.
Yep.
So anyway, I hope you guys are doing okay, and remember that we love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And say bye.
Bye, Brad. Good job.